I've had some people talk to me about LeBron James this year and why don't I ever talk about him as being an MVP candidate. And his individual numbers are great. He's averaging 26 points, like I think something like 8.5 rebounds, well over 8 assists. Um, he's shooting the basketball very well this year. He's shooting 54, actually close to 55% from the floor, and he's shooting 36% from beyond the arc. At the foul line, he continues to trend downward career-wise. This is a guy who, at one point in his career, was about a 75, 76, 77% foul shooter, but he's been getting worse over the years, and now he's in Scottie Pippen range, where he's like in the mid to upper 60s shooting foul shots. That's one area of weakness that a lot of LeBron James fans don't want to talk about. Defensively, LeBron James is still an above-average defender, but he's not the defender that he used to be. But the main knock on him, in my opinion, before I go into that, a couple of reasons why I think LeBron James is shooting the basketball so well this year is because, number one, from 3 feet in, he's shooting even better than he has the last couple of years. He's shooting almost 80% from 3 feet in, and his mid-range game from 10 to 16 feet. The last couple of years, the last couple of years he's been with Cleveland, he's been shooting. He's been having trouble with that shot. I think the first year he shot something like 36% in his mid-range game, and last year he was only shooting about 35% in his mid-range game, really struggling. This year he's shooting 44%, which is about average, or maybe even slightly above average as far as mid-range. Michael Jordan was just exceptional with the mid-range game. He shot something like 50% some years with the Bulls. I'm talking about the three-peat. The last three-peats, he shot 48, 49, and the last year he dropped down to 43%. But LeBron James has improved dramatically with his mid-range game, and I think that does help Cleveland out. It helps him out, especially individually, as far as shooting percentage-wise. But LeBron James has always been very smart with his shot selection. This season, the average distance of his shot is only 11 feet. So he's very cunning as to the type of shot he takes. Even in his three-point happy era, he still takes fewer than 5 three-point attempts a game. And he tends to like to shoot outside of open threes. He tends to like to shoot close to the basket. He's a guy who goes with the percentages. But as individually great as he's been, he's had better statistical seasons. I remember one year with Miami, LeBron shot 56% from the floor. With Cleveland, he's had tremendous seasons. His first stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But it's the team. Cleveland just does not look well. They don't look. See, the thing about when I talk about Westbrook, yes, he has the numbers, but his individual numbers and performances have a positive and influential impact on the team, in particular wins. That's why I don't understand when people say, well, it should be all about wins, but Westbrook's performances are translating to wins for his club. Even James Harden, in my opinion, his performance this season, maybe to a lesser extent individually, are translating to wins for his club, more so with the talent around him. There's not as much room for error with a Westbrook, because if he has a poor performance, as we always see, they tend to lose, unless a guy like Victor Oladipo or some of these other guys can step up and have great games. If they don't have great games collectively, then if Westbrook is not doing it, then they tend to lose. There's not that room for error. with a team of Cleveland Cavaliers, with the team of their caliber, even if LeBron James isn't playing well, they should be still within these ball games. And I'm telling you guys something. If Cleveland didn't start off gangbusters the way they did, they would really be in trouble seeding wise. Because right now, I think in the past 22 games, they're like 11-11 after tonight's blown loss. They're like, in the last 22 games, they're only 500, 11-11. In the last 40 games, they're like maybe a couple of games above 500. They're not playing well. It isn't just a small stretch. It's been like this for the last half of the season. They're not playing well. And calls, whatever, ref officials, officiating, yeah. Okay, maybe those were some bad calls toward the end for Cleveland. I get that. But it shouldn't have come down to that. How do you blow a 26-point lead to a team that you don't... No, I'm sorry, but a team like the Lakers, when I mean like Kobe and the Kobe Gasol years, or the Kobe Shaq years, or my Bulls, or the Spurs, hell, even the Celtics of the mid to late 2000s, you don't see teams like that blowing leads like this. Okay, yeah, the postseason is what matters, but the regular season is what determines where you are in the postseason. You know what I mean? I'm tired of people giving Cleveland so many passes as to why they're playing the way they're playing. They're not playing well. You don't give an MVP award to a guy whose team is, with the talent that they have, they're playing the way they're playing. There's not MVP basketball. Okay, Russell Westbrook has an excuse as to why his club is 46-34. Because without him, they would most likely be 29-51. Cleveland should not be, in my opinion at least. What is their record? What is Cleveland's record? 50-29? I mean, it's a great record, but it's not where they should be. This is a club that should be, with all the talent that Cleveland has, there's no reason, playing in the Eastern Conference, the weak Eastern Conference, there's no reason why this team, they should be the club flirting with the Bulls record. This is the club that should be winning 65 games a year, not Golden State. That's why, I'm flabbergasted at Cleveland's. I'm just flabbergasted and dumbfounded at Cleveland's approach to the regular season. They don't care. They're like sort of coasting, getting their numbers. Well, Kyrie will get 45. LeBron will get a triple-double or whatever. Just what I was kind of complaining about last night. They lose, but you can't blame LeBron because he had his triple-double. You can't blame Kyrie. It's somebody else's fault. So, I don't know. LeBron James got a triple-double tonight, the 55th of his career. But I just don't see him as the MVP this year. I've also found out, too, something that I didn't know. Even though the MVP award won't be announced, the winner won't be announced on June 26th, voters will make up their minds and cast their ballots before the playoffs start. So the playoffs will not have a determination on who wins this award. So I didn't know that. So now that I know that, that kind of relieves me. And I'm pretty sure now that the award will most likely go to Russell Westbrook. I still don't understand why they have to wait until the end, basically, of June to announce that. Something about an award show that they're trying to build ratings for. It's dumb. I just hate to have to wait that long to find out who won a regular season award when the season is over. I don't know. But Tell me what you guys think, man. You think I'm too harsh on LeBron and that he is the MVP or should be an MVP consideration? I just don't see it because mostly based on the way Cleveland has played this year.